From the University of Calabar VC, Florence will be being caught in a lie on national television, to the Cross River state government dragging popular YouTuber Tayo Aina for allegedly misleading the public about the true state of Obudu cattle ranch. Welcome to the weekly recap with Calabar Rants, where we break down the hottest topics of the past week. First, let's talk about what's been happening inside UNICAL Dentistry Department. Here's what we know so far. The Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria (NDCN) clearly mandated a strict intake of 10 students per session for UNICAL Dentistry program. For years, the school violated that quota, admitting up to 60 to 90 students per session. Now, fast forward to July 2025, the NDCN refused to induct the 60 student graduating class, which sparked a full-blown academic crisis in the school. The University of Calabar then reportedly asked over 300 students from 400 to 600 level to either transfer or face ejection after they did already spend 6 to 7 years in the program. Some were just months away from graduation, by the way. Think about it. Those students have paid their tuition fee, completed clinical training and followed protocol, only to be told their degree might be invalid due to the school mistake. There are even reports saying that when they raised the concern, a senior staff allegedly told them, if you no like the solution we give, you can go and learn a trade. Seriously. Well, let that sink in for a moment. That's not what we are here to talk about. Let's talk about the VC recent interview with Channels TV, which to me felt like an attempt at damage control, but in that process she got caught lying. In the interview aired on Wednesday, Professor Florence Obi admitted that the university breached the quota and apologized for the distress, even acknowledging that some students had fallen into serious depression or suicidal thoughts. She tried to pin the blame on her predecessor, saying that the problem didn't start with her, and that once she discovered it, she corrected it by stopping new admission. I'll add the video so that you can watch it for yourself.
I became Vice Chancellor in the 2020, 1st of December, that is done. And I inherited a lot of challenges in the system, a lot of challenges indeed. One of it is this over-admission of students into dentistry. Our dentistry program actually started in 2013, 2014. And it started with this same aberration of over-admission of students. And the quota of 10 was given in 2016. And by 2022, where we are now is essentially because of over-admission. But for the past 3 years, we haven't admitted students because we're asked not to admit.
But here's the twist. The Channels TV host called her out immediately, pointing out that students were still admitted under her administration into the same dentistry department, which she claimed for the past 3 years none were admitted. At that point, it felt like the VC was spiraling. She went from blaming her predecessors to blaming her entire team, then the dean of the dentistry department, and even saying some students or the students knew what they were getting into.
Problem. But to talk about having year 2, year 3, year 4, year 1, 2, and 3 is not correct. Now, let me say here that when we have kept faith with the directives of the Medical and Dental Council not to admit, and for a time before we invite them to come, we thought that having stayed for 3 years without admission, we could admit last year. And then I told the admission officer, let's get 10 people to admit, just keep to the quota. When I was eventually told that they went beyond the 10, I categorically instructed the dean, the provost, and the admission officer that those students have to move out. I was not ready to take chances. We cannot take more than the 10 quota. If we were to take 10, it would have been okay. We should move them. And actually, the students were told all that they were to move. Eventually, I was told, I am the Vice Chancellor, the box top on my table, yes. And I admit that and I take responsibility for that. But also, you know that in administration, I won't be everywhere at the same time. I have lieutenants who are supposed to give me feedback and I know what is happening. And let me say here that I didn't know And it's on record. I have actually told my book, I never knew that we had year one students were asked to go, and somebody, the dean, has accepted that he asked them to come back, complete year one, and they will be moved to other departments. And that he has let them know that after year one, because they are doing the same general science courses, they were going to go to other departments. The dean did admit, when I got to know that they actually registered year one students, he did admit that he asked the students to stay back, and that some of them who knew the problems said they were not going to stay back. Some left, some went to other departments, and some left the University of Calabar actually, and even told us that a number of them have even rewritten JAB.
Right.
To go to other programs, that is the year one.
Yeah,
but that he actually made it clear to them, and all the year one students knew that they were staying there and they were not going to be dentistry students.
Honestly, for someone trying to save face, that whole interview just looked bad. But at the end of the day, this isn't even about our image. It's about over 300 students whose life and future are on hold right now because of poor decision by people who were paid to do their job. All we want is a clear, just resolution for these students, one that doesn't punish them for your own institutional failure. This isn't just school drama, this is about people's career, mental health, and years of sacrifice. So we are calling on the University of Calabar to do something about this. On our next topic, we have Obudu Ranch Wahala, where Tayo Aina got dragged by the Cross River state government. So here's how it all started. Popular YouTuber and travel filmmaker Tayo Aina visited Obudu Ranch some years back. If you don't know Obudu Ranch, it's that once glorious mountain resort that people used to hype as Africa's Switzerland. He dropped a video titled Inside Nigeria's 100 million abandoned resort village. In the video, Tayo showed clips of abandoned parts of the ranch, broken infrastructure, and even highlighted safety concerns. He made it clear he didn't feel safe, and once vibrant resort now felt like a ghost town. To be fair, the video had been made some years back, about 2 to 3 years ago. Many are claiming it was even before the present government of Prince Otu. And for some reason, he decided to post it again last week. And to be fair, people who have been to Obudu Ranch in recent years kind of agree with him in the comment section, saying the cable cars are no more working, the road leading to the ranch are in poor shape. How about the facilities? Old and under maintenance. But the Cross River state government were not having it at all. Sunday Michael, the special advisor to the governor on Obudu Ranch, released an official statement calling out the video, claiming that Tayo video was misleading, unbalanced, and damaging to the state tourism brand. He said the title was sensational and didn't reflect the true effort the government is making to revive Obudu Ranch. Even the senior special assistant to the governor on news and media advocacy, Awade Friday, had something to say on this, and he even invited Tayo back for an all-expense paid trip to the resort to see how well the resort had been developed since his last visit to the place. Now, here's the dilemma. Tayo's defenders say he's a travel documentarian, not a PR officer. His job is to show things the way they are, not to cover up for anybody. Meanwhile, the state says Tayo has a huge platform and should have reached out to get the full picture before painting Obudu Ranch as dangerous as it has been developed past what he saw the last time. From what we gather, yes, the government has started renovation efforts at the ranch, but people are saying that the progress is actually slow and tourists still complain about access to road, power, and safety. Tayo's review, some say was raw and honest, and others are saying it wasn't, and it was a bit callous due to the fact that the timing of him reposting the video right now is a little bit off, as the government just allocated some funds to take care of the place. So I would like you to tell me, was Tayo wrong for telling his truth, or is the government just not ready for accountability? Let's hear your take in the comment section below. That will be it for this week recap. Thank you for watching. Please do well to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment if you have anything to contribute, and we will do well to reply your comment.